Look at that Christmas tree in the background. So I'm going to break down some very, very easy changes that you can make on your site that I see not enough business owners do with their site. And the beauty is, I'm going to show you these very quickly. I'm going to walk through them, but it's talking about an about page, what we call a curated gallery. This one's so easy, it's ridiculous. Monthly updates, and then YouTube videos about certain packages. That one's a little tougher, but I'll walk through this. And if you kind of do one or two of these, it's just so easy to make. And these are very quick, easy wins. And you'll actually find that this is a super powerful sales technique that you can use on your website. It works really, really well. We know the data. So for example, the very first one, the easiest one of the second or the first easiest ones you can make, I'm surprised the amount of people that don't, at least from roadmap partners, that don't have an about us page. All you got to do is give us, 1, 2, 10 photos of whoever you are. If you want to go the extra step, you can write a little bit about them, make it really fun. I know Panoramic Detail actually has a site that's kind of pretty cool to read. And an about us page, we literally, if you give us photos and some content, they can make that page. It doesn't cost anything. It's just the dev hours. But people will actually say they really like knowing who's working on their car, who's doing stuff, who's the paint protection film specialist, who's the tint specialist. This technique works really, really well. Probably the most slept on one that people don't do, and I know Joe Tarbati is like a big fan of this, and I'm a huge fan of this as well. It's called a curated gallery. So this is kind of like a basic level, but you can go even further. But I want you to think every single time that you work on a Porsche, take a picture of that Porsche and start collecting a folder of Porsche pictures or Porsche videos, and come to the site and say, I need a Porsche gallery. And they're going to lay it out for you, and they're going to make it gorgeous. And then do the same for BMW and do the same for Ford F-150 trucks. It's very easy. The first one might take them a half hour, 45 minutes of time to set it up correctly. And then after that, they can kind of duplicate it. This is so powerful. This is the most slept on technique. The reason why this one's super powerful, if you have a curated gallery on your site, specifically towards Porsche, BMW, Ford, whatever, Tesla, whatever, this is called design relevance, or community relevance. If I'm looking for a Porsche and you are a detailer, or if I'm looking for a detailer and I have a Porsche, I want to know you worked on Porsche, right? Or BMW or whatever. And so a really super powerful way to do this is when you get a Porsche page from us, a BMW page, a Ford F-150 page, use it in your sales process. Be like, hey, John, I saw you reached out about paint protection film. I don't know if you had an opportunity. We also have a bunch of other Porsches on that page as well, and just give them a link. It really will step them back into a further deeper knowledge that you have experience working with their car, right? Every car owner thinks that their car is so unique that nobody has ever worked on this before. Think about it from even us. Would you choose us as your website partner if you know that I've never worked on detailing PPF or ceramic coating websites? Probably not, right? It's the same for cars. So if you can, hop in, comment on your site, and just say, make me a curated gallery. Here's all my Porsche pictures. Here's my Porsche videos. All it comes is your dev hours. So that's the big one that people sleep on for sure. Doesn't cost you anything. Okay. You get dev hours with your roadmap site. Mark Barger's option 2 is really cool. He does like this monthly update of like what's going on in the shop. He feels, hey, when he's shutting down, he writes kind of like this unique perspective every single month. And he finds that a lot of people will actually read it and they'll actually comment back to him when they make an appointment. So he is making it unique of what exactly happened. To go an extra step further, I really love that Mark's site only has one package. It's something to think about. Really, do you need to have 100 packages on your site. It's just something to really think about. Simplification is a really big thing. Let's not make things confusing for others. So that's the third thing. If you are really a go-getter, and we get this all the time. I get people all the time. I want a Grant Menard site. I want Grant Menard site. I want, I'm sure dynamic tint is going to, people are going to say that. The biggest thing that really moves the needle in terms of site wise is really the content you give us and put on it. So a perfect example is Grant's site literally has a video playing of every single package and an understanding of what it is. That's an extra effort these guys went in the development process. They're like, hey, you guys laid this page out. We want to go an extra step further and kind of explain everything, right? Words and photos can only do so much. Even me, I'm over explaining what a video on a page can do. This is a little harder to do because it requires you to be on camera, requires you to kind of be mic'd up. But I'm going to tell you this right now. If somebody watches your video, if somebody looks at your curated gallery, and if somebody has an About Us page, it's fucking wombo combo, man. Wombo combo that you are really setting the stage for brand experience and why they should buy from you. So those are my tips that I think people are sleeping on. Whether you have a site with us or not, you can make those changes on your site. If you do have a site with us, come in, go to the website comment system and say, hey, here's my about pictures. Hey, I talked about that curated gallery, which, by the way, very easy. You can just look up Detailers Row curated gallery. And I have a video that literally explains right here of what a curated gallery is. But go ahead, hop in there. It's so easy. It's ridiculous. You're going to kick yourself that you weren't doing this stuff before. In the wintertime, this is a great time. If you got a couple half days to kind of pick up stuff, really start cherry picking just one thing you can add to your site and make it more powerful for the year coming. Happy holidays, guys. We'll be seeing you around for sure. You'll see some more stuff coming out from us.